Ancient aliens, lost civilizations. Secret advanced cultures wiped from history. Did we really inherit our world from forgotten alien builders? The myth says yes, that our pyramids and mysterious ruins are leftovers from a hidden chapter where extraterrestrials or ultra-advanced humans shaped our world before vanishing. It's one of the internet's most seductive ideas, a mix of sci-fi, conspiracy, and the thrill of believing the official story is wrong. But here's the twist. When historians dug into the evidence, what they found was stranger, more human, and far more revealing than the myth itself. The core idea usually comes in two flavors. One claims that ancient visitors from the stars shaped early humanity that the beings remembered as gods. Angels or sky spirits were actually extraterrestrials guiding us from above. The other insists that a powerful, ultra-advanced human civilization rose and vanished long before Egypt or Sumer ever existed, leaving only scattered hints for us to uncover. At first glance, the evidence looks thrilling. Colossal stones moved without cranes. Myths echoing with sky beings descending to Earth. Ancient carvings that look eerily like rockets or astronauts. Shows and videos crank up the drama with ominous narration and lines like historians can explain this, turning normal archaeological questions into supposed proof of alien engineers or forgotten super technology. It's an irresistible story, one that says our ancestors could indeed have achieved greatness on their own, that they must have had a cosmic shortcut. But beneath the suspenseful music and bold claims lies a very different picture. Archaeologists, historians, and engineers have spent decades studying these sites with real scientific methods, and the results don't match the sensational narrative. Strip away the dramatic framing, and these theories land squarely in the realm of pseudoscience. They sound scientific, but they cherry-pick evidence, ignore contradictions, and treat speculation as fact. Engineering feats like the pyramids are framed as impossible, even though experiments show how teams using sledges, ramps, and smart logistics could move massive stones without futuristic machines. Supporters of lost civilizations lean heavily on gaps in our knowledge, treating every missing piece as a blank canvas for wild speculation. Some argue that a civilization as advanced as ours could have existed millions of years ago, its traces wiped clean by plate tectonics, erosion, and time. They point to the Silurian hypothesis, a real scientific exercise if it supports their claims. But here's the twist: almost nobody gets right. The researchers behind the Silurian hypothesis didn't claim ancient super-civilizations existed. In fact, they explicitly state they doubt any prior industrial society ever arose before humans. Their goal wasn't to prove aliens or forgotten empires, was to explore what kind of traces any advanced civilization, including our own, would leave in the geological record. Real science uses these ideas to understand climate change, pollution, and planetary history, not to argue that dinosaurs built spaceships or that alien cities once lined the ocean floor. Meanwhile, the classic ancient alien evidence doesn't just crack under scrutiny, collapses spectacularly. Those supposed rocket carvings, misread symbols, modern fakes, or wishful thinking. Artifacts like the Saqqara bird, hyped up as ancient aircraft, turn out to be perfectly ordinary when viewed through the lens of their own culture. And claims of laser-cut stone, tool marks, build-up layers, and half-finished construction sites tell a very different story, one of patient, brilliant human craftsmanship powered by skill, persistence, and massive teamwork. And here's the twist most people never consider. When someone argues that Egyptians or Maya couldn't have built their own monuments, they accidentally erase the achievements of those civilizations. What starts as myth-busting slips into misunderstood history and, sometimes, into old, ugly narratives about which cultures are capable. Real archaeologists don't just push back because the evidence is bad. They push back because it insults the generations of real people who engineered these wonders with their own hands. But just when you think the story hits a dead end, it erupts in a completely unexpected direction. The deeper researchers dig not into alien theories, but into actual soil, the more astonishing our real past becomes. Entire ancient cities hiding beneath the Amazon canopy. Vast canal systems weaving through forgotten landscapes. Lost settlements revealed only by LiDAR and satellite scans. These discoveries shocked researchers because they showed that sprawling, organized societies thrived in places long dismissed as untouched wilderness. No aliens, no vanished super race. Just humans ambitious, inventive, and far more widespread than we ever realized. And this is the paradox at the heart of it all. The more mysterious ancient history becomes, the louder some shout aliens, while the evidence moves in the exact opposite direction. What emerges instead is a portrait of humans using simple tools and colossal imagination to build complex cultures shaped by their environments. The real hidden history is about diversity, adaptation, creativity, how much of it has vanished through time, climate, and conquest. Science doesn't create gaps, it fills them. Myths rush in only when we're not looking closely enough. But why do these myths grip us so tightly? Because they're thrilling. They promise that the universe is whispering secrets to us, that humanity is the reboot of something ancient and cosmic. In a world that feels predictable, the idea of lost alien civilizations injects pure mystery, a rebellion against the ordinary. That's why these stories dominate YouTube documentaries and every corner of the internet that blurs the line between curiosity and spectacle. Yet here's the part almost no one says out loud. Believing these myths often means selling ourselves short. Humans went from chipping stones to exploring galaxies in the blink of geological time. We carved temples, aligned monuments with stars, built cities, mapped oceans, cracked DNA, and launched machines beyond the edge of the solar system. And we did all of it with the same brains and hands our ancestors used to raise pyramids and temples. When we hand their achievements to aliens, we don't just distort history, we rob ourselves of wonder. The real miracle isn't out there in the stars. It's here, in us. The surprising truth is this: there is no credible archaeological, geological, or historical evidence of a lost alien civilization in our past, or of an earlier human industrial society on Earth that rivals our own. What there is, instead, is something arguably more powerful: a record of ordinary humans over tens of thousands of years, slowly stacking up knowledge, making mistakes, adapting to climate shifts, building cities, collapsing, rebuilding, and gradually becoming the global civilization watching this documentary voiceover right now. Debunking myths about ancient aliens does not make the world less magical. It reveals that the real magic is human curiosity, creativity, and resilience. Our past is not the leftover playground of forgotten star gods. It is the story of people very much like us, trying to make sense of the universe with the tools they had. And that story is still being written by you and everyone alive today. So no, there are no lost alien civilizations secretly hiding in our history, just a long, messy, beautiful human journey that is still unfolding. What myth should I break down next?